Hello, my name is Susan Nguyen, and I'm the Participant Support Coordinator for the Susan G. Komen Atlanta 3-Day. I'd like to thank you for joining me today and welcome you to the Susan G. Komen 3-Day family. Even if you're not registered to walk yet, you're part of this incredible community because we all have the same goal, to end breast cancer. Like me, you probably know someone who's faced breast cancer or have been impacted yourself. Maybe one of your friends or family members told you about how great the Komen 3-Day was, and you want to see for yourself. We'll spend some time together, and my goal is to provide you with enough information and inspiration so that you have all the tools you need to take on this challenge and have an amazing experience. Breast cancer is what brings us all together on the 3-Day. About 200,000 new cases of invasive breast cancer are expected to be diagnosed in women, and about 2,000 new cases in men each year in the U.S. 1 in 8 women in the U.S. will be diagnosed with breast cancer in her lifetime. And worldwide, breast cancer is the most frequently diagnosed cancer and the leading cause of cancer death in women. Every 19 seconds, somewhere in the world, a case of breast cancer is diagnosed in a woman, and every 60 seconds somewhere in the world, someone dies from breast cancer. Susan G. Komen has provided more than $920 million in funding for breast cancer research and more than $2 billion in funding to screening, education, treatment, and psychosocial support programs serving millions of people in more than 30 countries worldwide. Over the last 2 years, Komen's investment in metastatic disease has more than doubled over previous years, making up nearly 40% of our overall research investment for 2016. Susan G. Komen is the world's largest breast cancer organization, funding more breast cancer research than any other nonprofit outside of the federal government, while providing real-time help to those facing the disease. Last year, Susan G. Komen Community Grants provided patient navigation for nearly 155,000 individuals impacted by breast cancer. On any given day, nearly 600 women will receive a free screening mammogram made possible by a Susan G. Komen Community Grant. Susan G. Komen is the only organization that addresses breast cancer on multiple fronts, including research, community health, global outreach, and public policy initiatives in order to make the biggest impact against this disease. Susan G. Komen will reduce African American breast cancer disparities by 25% in 5 years, starting in the 10 U.S. cities where the inequities are the greatest. Over the past 12 years, Komen has invested an average of more than 80 cents of every dollar directly into research, community-based health programs, education and advocacy programs to support its mission to save lives by meeting the most critical needs in our communities, and investing in breakthrough research to prevent and cure breast cancer. We walk in the 3-Day because we can't sit by on the sidelines. We've watched loved ones go through a cancer diagnosis, through surgery, and chemo. Maybe you've gone through that yourself. It changes your life. The 3-Day turns that change into a force for good. It's a way to fight back and to do something that can really make a difference. We keep walking and we keep raising money until breast cancer is done. Komen has a bold goal: to reduce the current number of breast cancer deaths by 50% in the U.S. by 2026, and we need your help to reach this bold goal. Pink is more than just a color. It represents the impact that each person is making in the fight against breast cancer. This impact makes you more than pink. I want to share a few basics about the 3-Day. There is a registration fee of $70, and you must raise at least $2,300. But don't worry, we have a ton of resources to help you raise this money, so don't let that scare you away. I've personally walked 5 times, and it's way easier than you think. I'll go into more details about that a little bit later. The 3-day community is what makes this event so incredible. We have a passion for breast cancer research and education, and we have so much fun while we're doing it. More than 500,000 people just like you have walked before and met their fundraising goal. No matter what your past fundraising experience is, or your past walking experience, you can achieve this goal, and we are here to help you. The support that we offer matches the commitment that you're making. You'll have a dedicated 3-day coach who is available by phone or by email to help you. If you have a question about training, want to brainstorm fundraising ideas, want help personalizing your fundraising page, whatever the case may be, we are here to help you. Your 3-day coach is accessible by phone at 800-996-3day or by email at the email addresses you see listed here. She will be your mentor, your advisor, and your cheerleader along this journey. She can help you create a personal fundraising plan and be there for you every step on the way to meeting your $2,300 fundraising requirement. All of the 3-day coaches have also walked and fundraised, and we can share our personal experiences and successes with you every step of the way. You and I, for the most part, we're not going to be able to find the cures for breast cancer, but what we can do is help fund the cures. Research costs a lot of money. Making this commitment and taking on walking 60 miles in 3 days gives you the reason and the platform to ask for donations. You will walk away from your 3-day experience feeling enormously empowered. Everyday advancements are made in the fight against breast cancer. You're going to live the rest of your life knowing that you helped make those advancements possible. You took action. You helped save lives. You chose to be part of the solution. What an incredible achievement to have as part of your life story. I think you'll be surprised at how easy fundraising can be. What is the secret? Ask. Do you want to know the number one reason someone doesn't give a donation? They haven't been asked. There are several ways to successful fundraising, and I want to share a few tips with you. The first one is get personal. Share your own story and not just statistics. Connect with your donors through your personal relationship with them and what brought you to the 3-day. Set a meaningful goal for yourself. Some people choose to raise $5,000 to celebrate each year of being cancer-free or of their loved one being cancer-free. You get the idea. Choose a meaningful goal and share it with your donors. Reach out to everyone, and we mean everyone. Give everyone the opportunity to make a difference in this fight. Never make a decision for a donor, regardless of what their life circumstances are. Ask for a specific amount. Remember, what you're doing is big, far bigger than yourself. You're not asking for money for yourself. You're asking for funds to help end breast cancer. Asking for a specific amount gives your donors guidance. Remember, they'll never give more than they're comfortable giving. Provide information on where the money will go and how it makes an impact on a local and national level. 75% of the net proceeds raised by the 3-day help Komen support the global research program and other mission objectives, while the remaining 25% helps affiliates support local programs including medical assistance, patient navigation, and provider education, for example. Ask often. Don't be shy about reminding your donors. Just because someone doesn't donate right away doesn't mean they don't want to. In fact, most of your donors will need a second or even a third reminder, especially when you start your fundraising early. And if you have fundraised before, we have a few tips for you as well. Try something new. Your options for fundraising are practically limitless. You are only limited by your own imagination. Use your previous years as your starting point. Learn from what has and hasn't worked for you. Set your fundraising goal higher than where you finished last year, And make out a list of donors starting with those who gave last year and add more to that list. Talk about your experience on event last year. Inspire and remind people why you continue to be invested and involved. And going back to the basics absolutely works too. Ask for donation based on important dates to celebrate and honor your loved ones. And again, follow up frequently. Don't interpret a lack of response as a no. When you register, you'll get an online participant center at the3day.org and a personal fundraising page. You can send emails from your participant center and they'll automatically contain a link directly to your page. You can track your fundraising progress in your participant center. Your participant center is also the hub for all of your 3-day news and activities. You can make your own personalized URL for your fundraising page so that it's easy for your donors to find you. We also have a mobile app where you can send emails or text from your smartphone and track your progress too. You can use the 3-Day Facebook app to schedule newsfeed updates, prompting your Facebook friends to donate. And you can host creative fundraising event to raise a large amount all at once. Exchange ideas for fundraising events on the Fundraising Ideas Library on our website, on our Facebook page, or on the 3-Day message boards. We provide a lot of other fundraising tools to help you too. A widget that you can add to your personal email signature or blog, business cards that you can personalize and print, posters, sample fundraising letters, and so much more. There's also an hour-long fundraising webinar focused on how to raise your fundraising minimum in a short period of time. Each of these items can be found on the 3-Day website. Remember, your 3-Day coach is your mentor and guide to help you get to your goals and beyond. If something happens and you're unable to participate, you won't be held responsible for the $2,300 goal, and any money that you've already raised will be donated to the cause. But we don't want fundraising to ever be the reason you're unable to participate. Call us. We are here to help you. Walking 60 miles is a physical challenge. It was designed to be that way because challenging yourself in a big way inspires your donors to give in a big way. The difficulty of walking 60 miles is nothing compared to the difficulty of facing a breast cancer diagnosis and everything that comes with it. So we honor those who have faced breast cancer by walking so far. Do you need to train for the 3-Day? It's just walking, and you walk every day, right? But do you walk 20 miles every day? For 3 days in a row? Trust me, you need to train because we want you to enjoy and not just endure your 3-day weekend. The more you train before the event, the less you'll hurt or hobble after the event. The training handbook in your participant center contains a basic training program that begins 24 weeks prior to the 3-Day. There is also a 16-week compressed schedule. The 3-Day training app for iOS will help you track your progress and remind you of your weekly suggested training schedule. The most important thing is to get out there and start walking. Ramp up your mileage in a safe and comfortable way. Incorporate long back-to-back walks as the event gets closer. Get to know your gear and learn to listen to your body very closely. If you are able to follow the 3-Day training schedule, we know you will be well prepared for the event. But we also know that following the schedule to a T is not always possible. So please don't be intimidated by the training schedule. Use it as a guideline, not as a requirement. Tweak it to fit your lifestyle. You should aim for a pace of 3 miles per hour. If at any point on the event you can't continue walking, you'll have the option to wait for one of the 3-Day sweep vans that are patrolling the route, transporting walkers to the next pit stop. After resting at the pit stop, you can continue walking or take the shuttle to camp if you're done walking for the day. We've seen anyone and everyone train and participate in the 3-Day, young, old, out of shape or athletic, even those with physical disabilities. It's so inspiring. Regardless of your fitness level, you will have fun, feel good, and be in better shape because of it. I know 60 miles sounds like a long way, but we will help you get there, one step at a time. Official training walks, led by participants who have volunteered to be training walk coordinators, are a perfect way to train. Official training walks are one of the best ways to connect with other 3-day participants. You can find a team, share fundraising ideas with other walkers, and hear about the 3-day from past participants. You can find a list of local businesses who offer discounts and hold training and gear-related workshops for 3-day participants in your participant center. You are never alone on the 3-day. There are so many ways to connect with other walkers. Whether you want to form teams, go on training walks together, or talk about fundraising ideas, we have lots of tools on our website. There are message boards, a way to search for training walks in your community, and the 3-day Friend Finder, which allows you to search for other walkers in your neighborhood and connect with them. And don't forget your coaches are also current and past walkers and are your virtual teammates throughout your pre-season preparations. A team can be 2 people walking together or 200. Forming a team is quick and easy. You can do it from the moment you register or later on. There are a lot of benefits to being on a team. Fundraising, event preparation, and training become easier and more fun with a team to support you. Each team member still has a personal commitment to raise at least $2,300, and you should make every effort to maximize their own personal fundraising potential by reaching out to their network of friends and family. The 3-day is like nothing you have ever experienced before. Past participants have called it life-changing and inspiring. When you arrive at the 3-day, you'll join hundreds of people who have been working toward the same goal for months, the goal to end breast cancer. Just imagine the energy and the excitement when you all come together. Before the opening ceremony begins, you'll drop off your gear bag with our crew members. Keep anything you'll want along the route in a small waist pack or backpack, and of course, keep your water bottle with you. We'll do a morning stretch and take part in the inspiring opening ceremony. This is a time to reflect on what brought you here to this moment. Every 3 to 4 miles along the walking route, you'll come to a pit stop. At a pit stop, we'll have cold water and sports drinks so you can fill up your water bottles, plus we'll have restrooms. At some pit stops, you'll be able to grab a snack or visit with a member of our medical team if you're developing a blister or not feeling well. You'll encounter a lot of smiling 3-day crew members along your journey. Those are the incredibly dedicated volunteers who spend the whole event working to ensure you, the walkers, have a great experience. You'll have lunch at a midpoint along the route each day as an opportunity to rehydrate, refuel, and refresh before tackling the second half of the day's journey. Another thing that you'll notice along the route is the incredible support of the communities we walk through. It becomes one big community of kindness, united in the fight against breast cancer. Local businesses put up signs and balloons, scout troops and school groups line the route. People hand out treats to thank you and keep you going. After a full day of walking, you'll spend the night with your fellow walkers and crew members at camp, which is like a big slumber party. Don't worry about roughing it. This is glamping, like no camping you've ever seen. You'll be welcomed into camp by cheerleaders, crew members, and lots of adoring fans. A special part of each day is when the last walker makes it to camp, and we all come out to cheer him or her on. It's not a race, so we don't celebrate the first walker into camp. But when our last walker comes in, that's a celebration. There's so much to do at camp. but the first order of business is to grab a snack and something to drink to replenish your strength. Then it's time to find your gear bag. Remember the one you dropped off at opening ceremony? Well, a wonderful crew member drove it to camp for you. Once you have your gear, it's time to get your pink tent set up for our big grown-up slumber party. Trust me, the tents are not hard to set up, and there's always someone willing to help you. The tents will sleep 2 people, and you will have an opportunity to select your tent mate. You'll be able to fit 2 twin air mattresses or a full-size one inside the tent, plus your gear bags. There will be a full packing list available on the event prep handbook in your participant center before the event. The dining tent at camp is where you'll find a lot of activity. Not only can you eat a hot breakfast and dinner there, you'll enjoy on-stage entertainment and a fun recap of the day. Oh, and also a dance party. Our shower trucks are pretty amazing, complete with individual stalls and plenty of hot water. Outside of each shower is a row of mirrors and sinks with running water and hair dryers that you can borrow. We even offer towel service so that you can pick up a fresh towel. That's something you'll opt into during online check-in for a small fee, but I promise it's money well spent. And any time that you're at camp, you're welcome to visit the 3-Day Main Street. In the 3-Day Lounge, you can enjoy special treats and drinks while socializing with your new friends. Visit the Trail Mix Bar, spend some quiet time with a magazine and a comfy chair, take a picture with friends, and check the 3-Day Post Office to see if you've received mail from a loved one at home. There's a spot to pick up special pins or prizes that you may have earned because of your fundraising achievements or other milestones or rewards. Saturday night, friends and family are invited to visit you and camp for the evening. You can get a hug from your loved ones, play some games together, and enjoy the camp program. We also encourage you to visit the Remembrance Tent to quietly reflect and reconnect with the cause. This is a special place where we honor 3-day participants who have battled and lost their fight with breast cancer. On Sunday morning, after 2 days of walking, you'll break down your tent, pack up your gear, and give it back to those wonderful crew members who will drive it to the end of the route for you. The route is different every day. It's designed so you can see some of the beautiful scenery in your area has to offer, and you spread the spirit of the 3-Day in as many communities as possible. Your 3-day journey ends with that sense of accomplishment and empowerment that we mentioned, plus a big party. There's a participant finish area where all the walkers gather before our closing ceremony. You'll find food, drinks, music, games, dancing, and a whole lot of celebration there. It's also where you'll pick up your victory shirt. Once the last walker has finished, we'll line up for our victory walk to the 3-day closing ceremony. During the closing ceremony, we honor our breast cancer survivors, we thank our volunteers, we celebrate our journey, and we make a promise to never give up. After the closing ceremony, you'll pick up your gear and you'll say goodbye to the new friends you made on your 3-day journey. But if you're like many of our participants, that goodbye will be more like a see you next year. So what are your next steps to get started on your 3-day journey? First, you'll need to register. Once you do that, you'll personalize your fundraising page and create a custom URL. We always suggest to get your first donation within 24 hours to cement your commitment and get excited. Ask a friend to join you on the 3-day. Create, join, or build your own team. I want you to remember who or what it was that brought you here. For many of you, it was a friend, family member, coworker, or even a total stranger who inspired you with their breast cancer story. Or, for some of you, it is your own personal battle with breast cancer that has inspired you to fight back. You came here because some part of you knows that by participating in the 3-day, you can make a difference. Your active participation in the fight against breast cancer is going to lead us to a world without breast cancer. This is the moment you do something about it, so seize this moment. There's no reason to wait. Register today by visiting the3day.org. We cannot wait to see you on event.